welcome to my channel. My name is Mayokun, and I want to believe it's not too late to say Happy New Year. Yes, so you're welcome. On this channel, I post faith-based content and, everything purpose, faith, loving God, and all of that. So, if that's something that interests you, please do well to stick around. So, today we're going to be talking about something quite interesting and something quite common, quite popular, and it's almost becoming a cliche. And I had to look up the meaning of resolution because we're talking about New Year resolutions, guys. New Year resolutions. So I had to look up the meaning of resolution, just for more context. And resolution is just making a firm decision to do something or not to do something, right? So it's a new year, and I have some things that I want to do in this year that I want to be very, very intentional about in this year. And of course, there are some things that I do not want to do anymore. Okay. All right, so in this videos fam, I want to share my new year resolutions with you, and I hope you'll be able to pick one or two things, right? Yes, I'm one of those people who believe that new year resolution is a thing, and it's something that I love doing year in, year out, and it has a way of getting me pumped for the year. It has a way of, determining the tune or the tone of my year. So enough of the talk. So, New Year resolution 1. In this year 2024, I want to ensure a daily communication with God. Now, guys, I know that this might feel like, oh, is that really a thing? But then I'll tell you that it is. There is this hustling and bustling that comes with our day. We are going from one place to the other, sorting our jobs, sorting our work, family issues, so many things in this same 24 hours. And many times, even as believers, we find ourselves giving excuses and just say, I'm busy actually. I really want to pray. Oh, but then I've been busy. I'm just tired. Or many times we don't even know when the time has gone, and before you know it, it's night already, and you're like, tomorrow. But then I think one thing I want to do this year is that I want to be very, very intentional about my daily communication with God. And it goes beyond just saying it. There has to be action, right? So one of the things that I'm going to be doing this year is to have a fixed time with God. In one of my previous videos, I've talked about the fact that it is important that as believers we communicate with God from the beginning of our day till the very end. Like from morning till night, you keep communicating with God in your heart, of course. But then it is also very, very important that we have a fixed time, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a fixed time where I know that, okay, at this time I'm going to be in God's presence, and nothing is going to change that. So help me God. All right, so New Year resolution 2. I'm going to ensure that in this year 2024 I am going to have a daily study of the word. Yes. So this goes hand in hand with having a daily communication with God in prayers, right? So I'm going to ensure that I don't waste my time on other things such that I give excuses of not studying God's word. Yeah. So how do I achieve that? At the beginning of this year, I joined this it's a group, yes, it's like a Bible challenge group, and it's been going on well, beautifully. And it's just a group of people, and every single day we have someone who gives us like, okay, we're studying this chapter today, and at the end of the day people share like insights from the scriptures and all of that, and it's been awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing this throughout this year to help me communicate with God, to ensure that I am studying the word of God daily. Okay, so New Year resolution 3. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm just excited about the new year. I'm excited. I believe you are excited too. Okay, so New Year resolution 3, guys. Let me peep my book. Okay. Yes, I'm going to be intentional about growing my knowledge. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like, okay, there's this thing I say, I think people say it often, like, when you're not learning, you're dying. So I'm going to be intentional about learning every day. Like, it's going to be like, learn something new before you go to bed kind of thing, right? So, and then there's this saying that it's good to know something about everything, but then I have like my area of interests. I have some things that I'm actually really, really, really interested in. Of course, I'm going to be learning about so many things, but then there are some things that really aligns with my profession, my career, and I'm going to be intentional about, staying updated and learning every single day. I just want to know one new thing per day. Okay, so what are these area of interest for me? Number one, nutrition, because of course I'm a nutritionist, I'm a dietitian. So yes, I'm going to be intentional about knowing more about nutrition, and I'm going to be intentional about knowing more about food, because of course food and nutrition, they are together now. So food, I want to know more like more research and all of that. And another thing, I want to know more about drugs. Yes, I want to really, really know more about drugs, so that I can drug nutrient interactions. When I'm talking to my patients, I want to talk with authority. You get me? So yeah, all of these things. And I'm going to be reading spiritual books. I'm going to be reading spiritual books. So how do I intend to achieve these things? Number one, I'm going to read. I'm going to be reading different kinds of books, and I can be a lazy reader sometimes. But then I'm going to be intentional about this year. I'm going to be intentional about reading books. So it's going to be like, okay, one book in a month kind of thing. So that's going to help me. And then I'm going to also do more webinars. Honestly, I enjoy webinars. It has never been a big deal for me. As long as there is data, I can sit and learn. So yeah, I'm going to do more of that this year. And I'm going to be, what else? Yes, I'm going to surf the net, not just surfing the net to waste my time or be reading random things that are not helping my life. So I'm going to be intentional that, about what I read online. It's going to be to learn, basically. It's going to be to grow my knowledge. Of course, I'll have, maybe times where I just social media stuffs now, but then I'm going to be very, very conscious, because sometimes these social media platforms, you can be there 1 hour and you don't even know, you're just going from one person to the other, just checking their, this person's picture is beautiful, this person's, but then you're wasting time, honestly. So I'm going to be very, very intentional that when I'm surfing the net, I'm actually learning something. Okay, so New Year resolution 4, and that's going to be growing my skills. So guys, this year I'm going to be intentional about growing my skills. There's this I heard this from someone, Skillshare. I learned is an online platform. I recently enrolled with them, right? Where you get to learn a lot of things. And for me, I have this thing for graphic designing, so I want to know more. I love graphic designing, and I also want to know more about video editing. I want to be a pro, and I want to know how to use these AI tools. Like, I want to know more. So something around that line. I want to improve my skills. Some of these things I know them already, but I just want to know more, and I'm going to be doing that in 2024. Okay, so New Year resolution 5, I am going to be investing in quality relationships this year. I am going to be more intentional about my relationships. Like, no jokes, last year God gave me some quality people. You know what I mean? God gives good friends, honestly. So, and these are people that I personally believe that God sent them to my life for a particular assignment, and I'm going to really, really invest in such relationships this year. I'm going to be checking up on these people. I'm going to be loving them. I'm going to be giving more this year. So when I say quality people, I mean quality relationships. I mean my prayer partners, my covenant friends, my spiritual parents, my biological parents, my spouse, of course, my children, my child, soon to become. Oh my god. Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yes, so these relationships, they are quite profound. They are quite something I'll call quality relationship, and I'm going to be investing in these relationships in year 2024. And lastly, guys, lastly, I promise, I'm going to be intentional about consistency. Hey God, oh, this thing is one of the things that we struggle with. Like, okay, I know I struggle with consistency sometimes. So yes, this year I'm going to be more intentional, because all of these things I've talked about, there is need for consistency 100%, and I'm asking God, please help me. This year I'm going to be intentional about my consistency. I'm going to be intentional about being consistent in everything that I do, because I believe that it is in this consistency that I will have results, right? Yes, so help me God. Okay, family, I want to believe you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do well to click on the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to do so. So what is your own New Year resolution? What is that thing that you're going to do this year? It could be something that you've not been doing and you want to do it this year, or something that you're already doing but you just want to be much more intentional about it this year. So what is that thing? Just probably one or two. You can do all to drop it and just let us know, because someone might be in the comment section and you might just inspire someone. Who knows? Because of course, I want to believe that this video has inspired someone. So guys, thank you for sticking to the end. Thank you for watching this video to the end. See you in my next video. Bye.